Hi there, everybody. My name is Alec Scully. I am from Chester, Maryland, originally Media, Pennsylvania. And I had the pleasure of marching with the Pencrest Roaring Lions Marching Band, then the Westchester University Marching Band. Then I went on to march with the Hawthorne Caballeros and the Crossman Drum and Bugle Corps. I am very honored to be here and excited to go inside the shot with Chris Marr.
Hi everybody, it's Chris Marr. I'm so excited to have Alec Scully here to look at some of his photos and his career as a marcher. I've known Alec since his freshman year in high school. I didn't actually know him then, but I took pictures of him then, including one that he was competing in the rain. And Alec also has worked for me for my software company. So I've known him for quite a long time and know him quite well. So very excited to have Alec here, and we're going to go inside the shot and take a look at some of his photos. All right, so we have Westchester 2017. I guess that was probably taken at PA States, would be my guess. And that's a photo you picked out to bring for us to talk about. And the thing I like about it is your body lean. You have very good body control when you're out on the field, and it makes you a great target for my camera. Because you're always so in control of what you're doing out there. So why did you pick that photo, and what can you tell us about that season?
So that season was Paint It Black. It was all about an enchantress who affected the band and really ensnared them in her own spell. The enchantress you had on for your first episode, Elisa Max. I picked that photo for the same exact reason. I always was better visually rather than musically, so I kind of put my energy into that because with music you can show a recording and say, yeah, I was part of that, but with photos you can show that to friends and parents and say, this was me. So that was something that really, when I saw that photo, it took my breath away because I felt the same exact way. The body lines and all the angles for me really lined up in the right way.
Okay, very good. Let's look at the next photo. So 2017, you had an opportunity to march a year of DCI. And I had a lot of fun chasing you around on the field, trying to find you, which was actually pretty easy, considering how many trumpets were out there and how busy a DCI drill gets. You kind of stand up above a lot of people with your height. And again, your posture really makes you stand out. So what was it like to march a year of DCI?
I thought it was something that I will always hold near and dear to my heart, just because I did work and I had some failures along the way and then finally landed a spot with the Crossmen. I have a lot of connection with the Crossmen before even marching, between old band directors marching, coworkers and people who have taught me that I know very well marching, as well as them being right around my hometown. I just felt like it fit in right. And to be honest, it was the hardest thing that I ever did consecutively, but also the easiest my life has ever been. I got up, I knew where I had to be and what to do for the day, and I loved every single moment of it because I really just got to master the craft that I had been working so hard at to bring forward. And my goal was to have someone in the crowd look at me and say, I want to do that next year, because I had that happen to me too when I was in high school and marching.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Let's take a look at the next photo. All right, here's another one from the Crossmen. This is one that's in color, so we can really see how beautiful those uniforms were and how interesting they were. I like to shoot from down low and shoot up, and got just a really, I think, a nice shot of you there to really just show your dominance on the field. So I guess anything more you want to say about the Crossmen and what it was like to be on tour?
I think that photo in particularly, seeing it right away, I knew exactly what time of tour it was, because I wear glasses every single day except on special events, I'll call them. And when I was on the field, those were special events. But at the time, the brass bus was broken, and we all got shoved into the other buses on tour. And I left my glut. They said, take what you need for rehearsal tomorrow. And then it turned out to be 4 or 5 days since we got our bus back, and all my contacts were on the bus. So I had to do what I hate and wear glasses while marching. So that took me right back to the middle of tour, right around Erie, Pennsylvania at 2 a.m., having to cram into the guard bus with the rest of the brass bus. So it's little moments like that take me back to exactly where and when on tour I was.
I noticed you had glasses there, but I didn't understand the significance of that. So it's really cool to hear that part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then our final photo. Okay, so we have to do one where, from Pencrest, where your marching all started. From freshman year, as I say, the shot competing in the rain, your rain jacket, to senior year, they are just really a big presence on the field and a real leader within the band. It was great to see that growth, and then the growth in you, since that time. So I guess maybe just talk a little bit about the program at Pencrest and how it prepared you for the things that you did afterwards.
Yeah, I think Craig Snyder, the band director there, being able to learn from him both as a student and then later as a colleague when I came back to help teach Pencrest, he's got such a strong program and he really knows what he's doing, where he embodies in you this sense of you need to do the right thing and you need to really grow, and there's no option. You're going to do the right thing and you're going to learn from it and really put your best foot forward. No pun intended, really. But my favorite thing is seeing myself compared to my friends and seeing where they came from and the differences between our high schools or our colleges and even drum corps later on, and just the solid foundation that Pencrest offered. Because it was such a fun experience and social experience, but we had fun getting better. And we worked our hardest while still maintaining that social aspect and coming together, and at the end of the day, going and grabbing some pizza or some ice cream together. It's something that has always stayed with me, and I still speak with some of my marching friends from Pencrest too, that I will always hold them close to me as well in my life.
Well, you went through with quite a good crowd there, quite a number of really good musicians and really talented people. And I also, was at Pencrest for a while as a parent and also as an instructor, taught for 6 years there. So it is quite a good program, and lots of good people came out of that program. Yeah,
I can only agree with that statement.
Okay, well, it's been a pleasure chatting with you and looking at some of your photos and talking about some of the times when you've been able to really just shine as a performer.
Thank you so much for having me. It was it's probably one of the better highlights of my week when I received your message to come on board, and I've been looking forward to it all week. So thank you so much for having me here.